Fine. Yeah. Good evening, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Last week was a special day. We had our District 120's awards night. Of course, it started at around 3 p.m. Still called awards night. It was almost like awards day. In Toastmasters, all the leaders and members are working for their own development and for others' development. There is no mechanism to reward and recognize people who are contributing. In a corporate or in a college, there will be some kind of mark sheets, and in a company there could be promotions or salary hikes, things like that. But in Toastmasters, there is no such thing, but an equivalent of that. People who are progressing in their own education programs, people who are leading the clubs, leading the areas, leading the divisions well. And there are so many areas. In fact, there is maybe 30 to 40 pages document highlighting which are all the different awards that the district has announced. Every year they announce it. Sometime in July 1st or 2nd week, we will be getting the new schemes. Every time the new district leaders come, they sit together and discuss, and they come up with awards list, and that is published well in advance, so that we have 9 to 10 months to plan for getting those awards. Last week was special in that they celebrated and recognized all the contributors. In fact, I was happy that 9 members from our club attended the awards night in person. It was a great get-together of our club members. I'm very happy about that. I would like those who attended that awards night to share their experiences. But before going to our club members, I would like to invite Toastmaster Berlin, who was the pillar behind the grand show that was conducted on that day. She was the master of ceremony along with another person. She did a fantastic job of comparing the whole thing, whole event, right from 3 o'clock to almost close to 8 o'clock. She and another person, Abhilash, right? Berlin, yeah, Toastmaster Abhilash and Toastmaster Berlin did a fantastic job in organizing everything and then calling out the different people, all that. Now, I would like Toastmaster Berlin to share her impressions about the awards night and her experience. Yeah.
Thank you very much, DTM Ashok Kumar. It indeed is a privilege for me to be back here in Emerging Leaders Toastmasters Club. I'm so glad that you guys have me often here. And talking about the awards night, last week by this time, we were almost quarter way into the awards night. Probably awards evening is what we could say. And when DTM said that I was the pillar, I was not a pillar. I was more like a loose screw over there. It was my first time being in a Toastmasters offline meeting, and it really was a very different experience. Although I've hosted different programs, weddings, events, a lot of programs I've hosted outside, but this was my first Toastmasters event. And it so happened that this is the first offline meeting for District 120 as well. So I was the first MC for District 120's awards night. And it really was a different experience. When I say that it was a different experience, is because I met a lot of well-learned, well-accomplished people in Toastmasters, not just in their professional life, but in Toastmasters itself, people who have achieved different pathways, who have achieved so much, and it was so humbling to be there in their very presence. And apparently the networking comes along with Toastmasters, so it was great meeting new people who come with different ideas, with different experiences. And to see people like DTM Nina John, so whenever she comes to a club, she says, I think most of you would know Toastmaster Meenal. So we call Toastmaster Meenal as the mother of the club. So DTM Meena says, okay, if Meenal is the mother, I'm like the grandmother of the club. And as much as she has accomplished and achieved, she is still a stay to the ground person. She is still so grounded and so flowed. And that is one thing that I admire about Toastmasters, that even after achieving so much, people still are grounded. And that is a value that each of us as a Toastmaster need to learn and imbue in us. And I was so glad that I could meet most of y'all anga nerla, but I couldn't. I Antonio, we missed taking a picture, but next time we definitely should take a picture. So I guess, and the food was also great. We had lunch, we had dinner. The food was amazing at Green Park, and yes, we had a lot of dancing. There was a juggling act. I think next time everyone should come to the awards night. Of course, it was a boring event as such because it was more of awards. Imagine if we had to give awards to 400 different people. Thankfully, 400 people did not come. But although it was boring, it was made interesting because of the people who had come, the networking, the flavor was different, was making like bisi belabat. There's katrika, murungaka, there's cashews and raisins, and there's sambar pudi. Everything comes together and the flavor is too much. It's so good. Yes, it was really delicious and sumptuous. I think I took a lot of time. Timer should be scolding me now. DT Masha Kumar, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pauline, for sharing your experience in an interesting and engaging way, the same way that you did on that day for many hours. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for staying back in the meeting because I requested you to share your experience. Thank you. Next, I would like to go with our own club members. Before that, just for our club members' sake, let me clarify. Pauline might have had lunch as well because she was one of the pillars and she was doing a lot of coordination and other things. We people went only at 3 o'clock, so we didn't have lunch. So don't worry about that. Now, I invite the youngest in our club, youngest by joining date, Toastmaster Praveen, to share his experience.
Sir, I was that day unable to attend the awards night, so I did not attend it due to my cousin's marriage function. I was enjoying at my cousin's marriage function, so
okay,
I did
yeah.
not.
Yeah, it was my mistake. I should have invited Toastmaster Prabhu. Prabhu, please share your experience.
Yeah, actually, this was a good experience. So after 2 years, completely we locked down in home. We have not any public get together. So this is a different kind of experience. So initially, I thought what we are going to do from 3 to night 9. Initially, what time? I said I will come little late. I have some other work. Then she said no, come on time. This is the opportunity to network and meet everybody. So I came 3 o'clock. I met various people and having some good network. Then I have not realized the time flies. So 6 hours we spent together. So we don't know how it went well. So each and every activities are planned very well. And I came to know so many people over and above the activities in the Toastmasters doing various things. And especially I like that 3 people, the mentors kind of the thing who was there in the Toastmaster from 2005 and 6 shared their experience and how they became and whatever the roles came to them, they did. So that very good. And in between that award nights, they have various cultural activities, dance and performance. That's also very good. And finally, the person doing that Guinness record holder, he done this juggling. That was very good. So, but I want to spend more time. I thought okay, complete by 8:30. But as you said, it went till 9:30. So I want to move out because of some other prayer commitments. I tried to move out at the time exactly the dinner started. So 9 o'clock I had my dinner, then I left. So, but when actually it went over, I don't know. I want to be there till end of the meeting, And one particular thing, I met so many people, but I networked with Karatuvel Raj, the person who won that one. So he came from Virudunagar. I spent some time with him. I interacted with him personally. I came to know he is English classes in his hometown, and he is doing a lot of activities. So it's a very inspiring story for me. So that person, visually challenged person, but he is doing great in this thing. So like that, I met so many people there. It got a good opportunity for me. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Prabhu. Next, I want to invite Toastmaster Prisha, who is normally punctual for our club meetings, but for that district awards night, the meeting is, the function was supposed to start at 3 o'clock. At 3:05, I received a message from Prisha asking, when are you planning to reach Green Park? I said, we are already seated in the third row from the front, something like that. Then she started and came. Prisha, now you can share your experience.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ashok Kumar sir. And yeah, this is my first Toastmaster event. To be frank, I was afraid, okay, this meeting is going to be very professional, but it's not at all. It was full of fun and giggles. And I really liked the meeting. Though I had a very good companion, Tejasvi, Antonio, and you all. And I, as a mentor, as a mentee, I met my mentor, Toastmaster Ashok Kumar. And it doesn't felt like a boring awards night. It had many dance and stand-up comedies. It actually felt like a television awards night indeed. And I unfortunately I missed the most awaited dinner, though I had some other regional work. I have to leave soon. But after written home, I texted Tejasvi what was the a menu of that those dinner, and she told from lasagna to have variety of dinners from lasagna to South Indian cuisines. And I at that time I totally regretted my decision. I should have stayed a bit longer. But it's okay. And yeah, I totally enjoyed the meeting and it was full of fun.
Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Prisha. It was nice meeting you for the first time in person, though we have been interacting for quite some time. Next, I would like to invite Toastmaster Tejasvi. Probably she will elaborate more on the menu items along with other experience sharing. Thank you.
Yeah, so basically, when I and Prisha first decided to attend the awards night, we were like, "Saapadukaga da varom," and but I was like, 8 o'clock. Only after 8 o'clock they will give us dinner. So is it okay if we go very late, like 6:37? And then she was like, no, let's go early. Let's go at 3 o'clock. So I was not there at 3 o'clock, but I came at 4 o'clock, and I'm very glad that I attended most part of the. It was very inspiring for me to be a part of the entire meeting. Like for example, there was the little details like Pearlin ma'am. She was doing the MC and she was humorous at the right moments. And me, I like to be an MC at our club meetings, and all of those was like little things which I should note and I should incorporate in my own speeches. And when I am playing the MC, like I should be more present and I should be humorous at the right moment. So all those little things I was able to note. And also there were the actual content of some of the speeches, like I think it was DTM Jayan when he said during his during that conversation between the three DTMs, he said, "Stop yourself from stopping yourself." And that has been like resonating in my mind since that day. Like even in the simple things, when I'm in college and I want to ask a doubt, I stop myself from asking a doubt, like in the class, thinking like what will others think of it. But after that session, I was like, okay, they just stop yourself from stopping yourself. And that was really very useful for me. And there's also another takeaway, which was like, you got to fail in Toastmasters so that you can win in your life, personal and professional life outside Toastmasters. So was also a key takeaway for me, and I realized the importance of the Toastmasters platform which we were given on that day, and how others had really benefited from it. And I have to say, I really like our online meetings, but the energy of the offline meeting was like 100 times more and better than the online meetings. And I was really happy that I made the decision to attend that meeting. Thank you, and over to you.
Excuse me. I want to thank Tejasvi for damaging me and for the self damage. And I need to correct it. Apart from food, I really attended the meeting to get a best rampo with you all, and that is what.
No, we are not judging you. Don't worry, we are not judging you. We were there for the food as well. Don't worry.
Yeah.
But
I was there at
missed
11.
it.
I was there at 11 o'clock for the food, so don't worry.
Yeah. Thank you, Prisha, and thank you, Tejasvi, for sharing your takeaways from the many speakers who had shared their wisdom on that day. In fact, we had the district champion of international speech contest delivering the speech there on stage. Also, we had the district champion in humorous speech contest delivering that speech. Though I heard both the speeches online, when they presented on stage with the live audience, I was completely inspired and amused. The humorous speech was very good. I was laughing out loud, rolling, all that. Okay. And here we have Toastmaster Berlin, who is the second place winner in the district level humorous speech contest. We are happy to have you here, Toastmaster Berlin. Finally, let me call Toastmaster Antonio to share his thoughts.
Thank you so much. So initially, first, what I thought was like whether I could attend the meeting or not. So that, the day before this awards night happened on Friday, so JK had put a message in the group who all are coming for the event. So that time I had a doubt, okay, whether we would be going or we would not be going. So I didn't put up my name. So only after 3 o'clock, that is on yesterday, after the awards night started, I put up my name. I knew that, okay, I could go and come out before 9 o'clock. So I put up my name there, and then the first thing I did was like call Prisha, like, okay, where is the hall and something. So she didn't pick up my call that time. And then I just went in the meeting, and first I saw this, like while entering, I saw the dancer girls there. But I thought, okay, there were some girls, who were sitting for some marriage function or something. So I had a doubt whether it is some marriage function is going on, or is it really some Toastmasters meeting? And then I opened the door, and then I saw Tejasvi at 4 o'clock. I think she just came a little bit before me. So that's when I thought, oh, okay, this is the event. So if I had not seen Tejasvi or someone, I would have obviously gone to some other hall thinking this is not a Toastmasters place. So that is how grand it was, and it didn't feel like some a very professional meeting, as Prisha had said. And Berlin had made it much more wonderful and much more entertaining, and especially the way they called you up on the stage while during juggling. So the more than the jugglers performance, we enjoyed your facial expressions, and I hope that is recorded. So I would like to post it sometime. And mainly, like, there was a lot of takeaways, and just as Tejasvi has said, Toastmaster Jain had said, just try out all those experience, try out all the opportunities you get, and keep failing, and this might help you in real life and somewhere else. And that is actually very true. So when I saw Berlin and Abhilash and a lot of others, giving up on the stage, I was like, oh shit, I missed this opportunity. So hope, and next time, I'm sure that whenever I would definitely try to grab all the opportunities as possible, with taking Berlin as my inspiration. And hopefully even I will also, do my best to do whatever is possible to serve the community, and also to be and to enjoy along the way. So the main thing is, what I felt was, the main thing when I entered first is, I didn't feel it like it was some very professional event. It was more of like a get together, like meeting people after 2 years. So my first biggest event was the Division B conference, which was in 2020, I think March or February. I think March, right? somewhere 2020 March, before the lockdown actually happened. So at that time, that was a very big event for me. So now seeing this, it's something even bigger. So Toastmaster Srivatsan said was like actually conferences, the District 120 conference are supposed to be even bigger. So I was thinking like, how will it be big? So he was like, it will be in Oscars kind of range, Oscar awards. So definitely I will be a part of the next big event, even at the smallest role. I definitely take it and be a part. And it's absolutely fun, meeting all of you. So like 8 of us were there totally from all the cups. I'm seeing Toastmaster Prabhu for the first time. We had interacted, through call and um, and through WhatsApp. So meeting in first time, it was a very wonderful. So just think, I just missed another chartered accountant, Toastmaster Praveen. And today also, like, our tag team player consists of all chartered accountants. So, and I don't know what coincidence is that, but it's a great coincidence. And so most importantly, we had a lot of fun and a lot of learning and a lot of enjoyments. So it was not boring. So it was absolutely enjoyable. And the sad part is, like, I didn't take photos with many of my friends and many of the people I met. So even I had to leave early by around like 9 o'clock. I think around 9:15 I left. Like, I had my dinner immediately and I left. So I couldn't interact after that. Just like Prabhu said, even I would also want to interact with all of you, after, stay till the last and meet every one of them. But hopefully next time, Paul, and we are taking a picture together. Thank you, Tosin.
One thing I cannot understand is that we tried to keep the meeting 100% professional, which is why I cut short on a lot of quipping and joking there. And you guys come and tell you that it was not professional, not professional. Hey, we tried hard to keep it professional, Ram. All of you telling not professional, not professional. I was wearing a professional suit. I tried to maintain my post very professionally, and you guys are saying not professional. Hey.
No, I mean, we had a lot of fun. So,
yeah, everybody is explaining their experiences, especially the Jayan sir, and everybody is telling their own story. Everybody is very casual, and this it's not like, as mentioned, it's not like a professional thing, because it's a like TV show. Actually, it's a TV show. We are sitting and enjoying like that.
Because you will not believe when I came on the stage, actually the program was delayed by a few minutes. So I said, I think it was almost 3:15 when we actually started. So I said, okay, please, LR, come and fill the seats in the front. We were supposed to start by 3 p.m. IST, which is Indian stretchable time. So please, thanks for bearing the delay and all that. They sent a message saying, don't say like that. Delay could you should positively only say. Okay, so professional. I was saying professional. Hey, it was professional. Okay, don't say not professional.
Yeah, I agree with. I agree with the Toastmaster Berlin, because I also was wearing a blazer on that day, and many people were wearing blazers and suits, all that. So it was mostly professional and partly fun also. It was like it's like a commercial and critically acclaimed movies coming together. It was both. Okay?
It was professional fun. Thank you, sir.
Professional fun, yeah. In fact, in Toastmasters, the primary objective itself is the learning will be more effective when you are learning it in a friendly, funny, entertaining environment. That is what we are doing here. This platform is meant for that. Okay. Now, thank you all for sharing your experiences. I too felt very at home after 2 years of no in-person event. In 2019, I attended. After that, in 20 and 2021, we did not have it. So it was like a 3 years gap. I met many of them during that event. In fact, it used to happen for 2 or 3 days. In fact, 3 days it used to happen. There will be speech contests. And apart from that, there will be education sessions. The past world champions of public speaking would come and deliver education sessions. There would be a lot of takeaways from such events. And the tough part is it used to be charged. We used to pay nearly 4,500 or 5,000 for such events, because last time it happened in Chennai Trade Center. They had to pay for the venue, a lot of food, all that. This time they split the speech contest because it had to be done online. They made it on a separate day, and then awards night alone they had. They did not have any education sessions this time, and they made it totally free so that more participation could be there. For Chennai people, it was definitely a good opportunity, and there are people who had come from all over Tamil Nadu to attend this meeting. People from Coimbatore, Virudhunagar, Tirunelveli, Tirupur, and many places people had come. It was great fun. I think we have taken a lot of time in sharing our experiences of that awards night.
Mention Toastmaster Sudha from Mumbai.
Yes, Sudha from Mumbai. She came here all the way, and in fact, she was staying in Hotel Green Park itself, along with her daughter and son. Also, we had an opportunity all the mentors of our club, we had an opportunity to interact again on Monday evening at my home. Seven of us met together and we had a good time. We do not have Srivatsan, Jayakanthan and Rajarao, who had also come on that day. So they all had come. Probably we can ask them to share their experiences in future meetings. With this, I hope I inspired you all to attend the next district event next year. Okay. With that, I give the control back to Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Prisha.